Hi everyone, what's the story? It's Ever here. Okay, so I was hoping that some things had come today for me to do an unboxing, like a showing video, but they've not come. So I've been trying to think all day of what video to do, and then I thought, wait a minute, this weekend is GPW's 15th anniversary. So I thought I'd do a video on that. So yeah, I've been going to GPW 15 years, and it has been before conventions, before Blue Gillespie. It was a thing that kept me going, that kept me sane. It was one of the girls, Julie Dame, who I worked with, called it my release. This was before I was diagnosed with autism, before I was diagnosed with anything apart from dyslexia kind of thing. Yeah, GPW was there, and I'll always credit GPW as being the foundation for turning my life around and for picking me up when I was down and giving me that courage, that confidence to go out and even try a little bit of wrestling and that kind of thing. 1 second. I thought someone had commented then. If you can hear rustling, I meant on my sensory bag. So that's what the rustling is. But yeah, but I've been trying to think all day of my favourite GPW moments, and there's so many. Probably one of them was a friend of mine actually was selected to GPW, asking could I go to ringside with Dirk Feelgood or Bubblegum, and we couldn't allow me to do that. But what happened was Dirk actually came out and gave me one of his t-shirts, because at the time the wrestlers had their own merch kind of thing, and yeah, so that's a memory. Also the feud that Heresy had with Bubblegum were Heresy hit Bubblegum with a brick, and this just shows how good they was. For a long time, me and Danielle, we thought something had gone wrong, and the brick had actually hit him. I'd actually hit Bubblegum and knocked him out. And thinking about it now, I laugh my ass off. But that just shows what kind of performer he was. The fact that, you know, it gave you had that emotion that it's like, oh my god, he's hurt, he's really, really hurt. Something's gone wrong. You know, you never knew. And then you had thinking about it again, it was just so funny. And the day after that incident happened, 1 second. Hey Tammy. The day after that incident happened, me and Danielle went to a show in St. Helens. It was a free show. GPW was just doing this show to promote GPW, and it was like an open day kind of thing. So me and Danielle went to that, and Johnny Brannigan, also known as Heresy. He actually came up to us and got in our faces, and he was like, I hit your favourite wrestler, I hit your favourite wrestler with a brick, you know. And thinking about it now, it was like, whenever me and Danielle talk about it, it was like, why did we always get so upset? Why did we always get so... But that just shows the kind of storytelling that GPW does. You got so invested into the stories, and it was like a one-on story, like month after month, and that was what was so good about GPW, is that the stories, like the one on month after month, and you know, like and you do become invested in the stories that they tell. And yeah, there's just been so many good memories. Seeing Lucy Sky and Bryony make a debut on GPW. I've been taking Bryony to wrestling since she was 4. And it was actually, I don't know if you remember talking about this with me at her birthday, because at her birthday she was a little bit with, but we went to my the first show I ever took her to. I thought the bangs was going to scare her, I thought the loud noises was going to scare her, the cheering was going to scare her. At the end of the show, she just sat there looking at the ring, and she just had this expression on her face, and it was like, "You okay, Bri?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." It's like, "Okay, well, time to go home now." And she just looked up at me, then looked at the ring and said, "One of these days, I'm going to be in that wrestling ring." And she has made her GPW debut. And, you know, she is doing something she loves and enjoys. And, you know, I couldn't be prouder of her, because she's doing something that she is passionate about and that she loves and enjoys. And, you know, GPW does instill that passion in people. I mean, I trained with GPW for near enough a year and a half. It might be a little bit less, I can't remember exactly. But then I had to go and have surgery on my knee. And the doctor said, like, unfortunately, you're going to have to give up wrestling. 1 second. She's so awesome. She is. She's really, really good. You'll have to keep an eye out for her, because she's going to end up in WWE or TNA or something like that. Her wrestling name's Lucy Sky, so you've got to keep an eye out for her. 1 minute. And like when I trained with GPW, I was saying I had surgery on my knee, and the doctor said, you know, we don't think you better stop it, otherwise you're going to make your knee worse and blah blah blah. So I spoke to Johnny, and it was kind of like, at the time we wasn't looking for managers or valets, and we didn't train managers or valets, so I had to hang up my wrestling boots. But I still got the love for wrestling, and it's something that's always going to have a special place in my heart. And GPW, from that very first day I went to one of those shows, welcomed me with open arms. 1 minute, the wind's just blowing my phone. They welcomed me with open arms, and they made me feel like part of their family. And I remember the first time I ever went to a GPW show with Danielle. We went, and we was like, wow, this is awesome, this is brilliant, I love it. And you could get like conventions, you get 10x8 pictures. Me and Danielle bought one of Dirk Feelgood, and again one of Bubblegum. And we were still there, just like, well, do they come out and sign them? And me and Danielle was like, I don't know. Me and Danielle were just like, well, what do we do? And the ring announcer at the time was Angel D'Souza. 1 second. Thank you. The ring announcer at the time was Angel D'Souza. And so we went up to Angel, and we was like, excuse me, but can you ask Dick and Bubblegum if they'll sign these pictures for us? And Angel's like, yeah, no problem, give them here. So we gave them to him, he came back, we signed them, and we came out, and then we said thank you, and we were just like, we're coming again next month, and next month we did. And we've been going now for 15 years, and Danielle doesn't come now as much, because she has 2 kids, Layla and Ethan. Ethan comes with us, you know, but Danielle works now, and she's got a house to run, and she's got 2 kids, so it's not as easy for her to come now. But she still comes every once in a while, you know, she comes every so often. But yeah, I I really enjoy going, and it is apart from conventions and when I used to go watching Blue Gillespie play. WWE GPW is my release. That's my just shouting at the wrestlers and just it is awesome. I really enjoy it. And I do wish I could have carried on wrestling, but sometimes injuries get in the way and that kind of thing. So unfortunately, but I still do love it. I still really enjoy it, and I'll always be thankful for GPW because they was there for some of the hardest times, some of the worst times in my life, and there's one guy, and I think he knows who he is when I tell the story, but yeah, definitely. If ever you up this way, come, because it is it's a great show. It's just a great atmosphere as well. But I was with another company, and that company ended up getting closed down, and there was other things as well. But this guy, he inboxed me saying I was getting bullied in work as well. And this guy was there, from that second, and I don't know whether he told the owner of GPW what was going on with me and what was happening in my life at the time, but I went up to Johnny, who's the owner of GPW, and I said, I didn't even get the sentence out my mouth. It was like, look, yes. I'm like, you don't know I'm going to ask you. He's like, yes, I do, and yes. I was like, okay, I'll see you Sunday. And like I said, I did train with GPW for a little bit, and those are some of the craziest times of my life. I got slammed by Juggernaut. I got my first ever training session with GPW. We had to do these things where we was between the ropes and doing press ups. I made a mistake of wearing jeans because my intentions was just to go see what it was like, see if I enjoyed it. But Johnny had hold of my pocket and my jeans, pulled me up and ripped the pocket of my jeans. Just little things like that. It's not always at the show, but the guys are so great, and the guys are awesome and lovely. I don't know if Johnny remembers that actually, but yeah. I had so much respect for the GPW guys, and even now, when I was younger, God, I'm not that old now, but when I was in my 20s, I would get so frustrated with a couple of them because they would never come out of character at the end, and it would just be like, look, just people come to see you. But now I do understand it more, and I think really as well that's part of the autism. But yeah, GPW. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow night because I'm so excited to see what they're going to do and what's going to be on the shows, and I love it. I've only ever missed one show in 15 years, and that was because I was going to Newcastle Comic Con with Midnight, and I took some ribbon when I got back. It was like, oh, you've actually missed a show. You missed a show! But I did take some ribbon for it. But I can't speak highly enough of GPW guys, and I always will. Yeah, I know, a lot of people tell me that. But yeah. Anyway, tomorrow when I get back from the show, I will do a video about the show. I'm actually going to take my little book into make notes. So yeah, I'm going to do a video about the show, and yeah, anyway, for now, I'm going to say I love you lots like Jelly Tots, and keep it wicked weird. Bye! See ya!